All right, so we're going to go ahead and talk about home and family. Here it says this could be you, which I think I may have mentioned before. This could be you guys, building a home, or there could be something changing up with the home here. It says a lot of you guys have a strong sense of family obligations, which means you are the head of the house, or even if it's not the head of your house, you have a strong family obligation to people outside of where you live. This is like, oh, I have to tend to mother, I have to tend to father, I have to tend to, maybe uncles that only live by themselves, that type of stuff. This is basically what I'm saying here. It also says that there could be a building of a family, meaning some of you guys could be having children, or that will be a thing for you where you will have kids in the future, or you could be pregnant right now. And when it says it that way, that means it's going to happen one way or the other. And I think I have said that there's been changes in the home a lot. And the fact that it's coming out in this deck that I haven't used in years, it is definitely saying that and somebody could be literally leaving, going to college. So it's not necessarily an addition to, but it could be someone that's leaving, going to college. It could be something like that. You guys will see how this is going to play out in your life. I guarantee it. Okay. Now, the next card here says, be mindful. So it says, this is you guys admiring the small things of life. It doesn't have to be this extravagant thing that you guys are experiencing. You don't have to be going to Paris. You don't have to be going to Dubai. You don't have to do all of that. It says appreciate the little things. Now, the only reason why I feel like this will come out is that maybe life is getting better, because I know for a fact life has not been the best, okay? But maybe life is starting to get better, but you want more, right? Which is okay. It's just saying in this moment, right? Be mindful. Maybe there's this like patience that the universe is asking you to have, because you do have breakthrough, okay? But maybe the universe is like, okay, just be mindful of all the good things that you have, even if it's not huge, even if it's not great. And I think that that's a good reminder, because I feel like everybody kind of go through that. You kind of be like, well, I wish this was happening. I wish this would happen. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for that. And it's like, man, you got this, you got that, you got this, you got that. So just be mindful of what you have and actually live, because it says engaging in life. So that means that for a lot of you, some of you guys are not even really living. You're not even enjoying the things that you do have. Okay? The next card talks about connections. And with connections, it could be anybody. We know when we get into the tarot, we'll find out what type of connections, but we already know because we've been seeing it. We already know what type of connections it is, right? Here it says, meaningful friendships. This is people who actually care about you. These are people who are like, hey, I got your back. I got your back, Taurus. Okay, anything you need, I'll be there for you. And I like the fact that it says fostering meaningful relationships, because I feel like some of you guys have been the giver of connections. Now, some people may have complained about you, but that's what happened with friends. Friends, you're gonna have like your little issues with them every now and then, but it's people who are sticking around regardless. That's what I'm saying. It says, you thrive through your connections. So for some of you, it's like you need people around, which is good. I love the fact that some of you guys are very much so aware and conscious that you're not like, well, I don't need anybody. I don't need anybody. It's just going to be me. That's not realistic at all. Okay. And I always say that that's like a trauma response. That is not realistic. You are very much aware that you thrive with the people, with growing with people, with being with people. And yes, for some people, they really thrive in relationships. I'm talking about romantic relationships. They really thrive. Okay. So you're going to be having these connections, and it could be all kinds of connection, business connection, friends, romantic, but it's here. So I am saying it. Here you guys have Life Path 6. Some of you may know what that is. That may be your life path. I'm going to be using this deck not just today and tomorrow, but next week as well, because I think it has all life paths in this particular deck. So we'll see. And it says a life path 6 if this is you, you are very caring, loving, loyal. You're good at motivating people. You have a strong desire to be loved. That's what this says. You have a strong desire to be loved, to love and be loved by others. And it comes right after this connection. So it's like, this is the way that some of you guys are made. And don't run away from how you're built, how your computer system is built, right? Understanding is a good one too with that life path 6. Here you have breakthroughs. This is what it says. It says, having a mystical experience, allowing your magic to create in your life and your true self emerging here. Now, breakthroughs could be defined in a lot of different ways. This could be like you had some type of epiphany moment. This could be like, a breakthrough with something dealing with your job. You've been waiting for this very thing to happen and it happens, right? But whatever it is, it's been something that you've been wanting, that you have felt that you have not been able to get to. It's just like your arms haven't been, long enough to actually grab it. But you will have it. And that could be family, dealing with family here. It could be dealing with romantic connections, okay? And I would like to say life path 6 is anything dealing with service. So a lot of you could have jobs where you are servicing people. I mean, you may be hairdressers. You may have a customer-based business to a certain extent. You could be dealing with anything, dealing with medical. You could be a lawyer, okay? Anything where you're servicing people to help people is what a lot of you guys may do, okay? All right. And then you had spiritual team. We couldn't walk away without this because it always comes out in your reading, okay? For some odd reason. I don't know why. It always comes out in your reading. And this one literally said it here too. Allowing magic to create your life and, you being your true self. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use this deck. This was a deck that I was trying to get last week. I had it in the other room. And I'm going to actually use this I was going to put this to the side, but I'm like, no, I actually like this deck. I'm going to use this for the degrees because I feel like this will get really specific with what you guys need to know coming up today. That need to come up today. Okay. I'm not saying that this stuff can't relate to the future, but I wanted to be specifically for today. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with the degree for Taurus degree. We're going to start with 0 through 10. We're going to pull you let's pull an oracle and then we'll pull a tarot. So this is for Taurus degree, Sun degree, 0 through 10. We're going to see what's coming out here for you guys. Sorry, my hands are super slippery. Wow. And this is like almost a brand new deck. It feels like it and it looks like it because I have not used it probably about one time since I bought it. Ooh. Now see, I don't even know if I should. This is not going to hit everybody. But that is crazy. Because I literally talked about how some of you guys are going to have kids. Now, I feel some kind of way because it's like I'm going to have to pull another card because not everybody is about to have a kid, y'all. Like, no. But you even have this. Maybe it's talking about the soul birthing process. This and this came out at the same time. What is going on with y'all? Here it says, lessons you learn from your child. Lessons you learn from your own child. Okay? A child meant to do great things. You or a baby that you have. I'm telling you, I feel like that talks about a child that you're going to be having, or a child that you do have is meant to do great things. Here it says you will become a parent in this life. I'm telling you, to me, this card feels very much so a baby that you will have that's going to change a lot of the trajectory of what's happening in the future. And it's interesting because A lot of people do believe that people who have kids right now are going to be the change. So there's someone in this crowd who's going to have a kid. And if you are pregnant, you're going to have a baby that is going to do very good things. Okay? I'll put this one down instead. No, I need something a little bit more potent. I feel like the whole soul birthing process is the same thing as breakthrough. I didn't want to do that to y'all, but I know for a fact not everybody about to have a baby, so I ain't gonna put that down for you. But again, we talked about that with home and family, so we know that that is there for real, okay? All right. You had path to intimacy, and then you had self-love. All right. 0 to 10, sun degree. Learning about your sexual behaviors. Discovering your true sexual nature. Sexuality plays an important role. Now, this is the thing. To me, the very fact that this is coming out is letting me know that for a lot of you, there's going to be intimacy between you and someone. Now, for some, this could be same sex. That could be new experiences that some of you guys may have, which is the reason why this is coming out. Some of you guys have not been intimate in a long time, and even seeing that is like, that may not be me, but it's saying it for some reason. Or there's going to be a very strong sexual experience with someone who you're going to be connecting with here, okay? I also feel too, like I said before, yeah, I mean, maybe there has been a womb in your identity to sex. Maybe something could have happened when you were younger, and maybe this is basically saying now you are going to be experiencing something that's much more softer, real, and less traumatic. I don't know if that could have happened, not even when you were young. This could have happened when you guys were adults too. There could have been some type of trauma to that. Now, at the bottom of the deck, you guys have, and this is 0 through 10, self-love, busting through your limitations and your limiting beliefs. You'll also discover your self-worth during this time, and it has been a long journey to self-love. So when it says a long journey to self-love, it's like, again, that breakthrough when it comes down to being your true self. And having that type of experience with saying, like, this whole time I've been acting like I don't like me, okay? Or just people pleasing. You know, you could have been just doing things just because you thought that that's what you were supposed to do. Self-love to me just feels like you guys are going to be pampering yourself a lot. You're going to enjoy being inside of your body. So there's a lot here. You had another card that I was going to wait to show. And I want to tell you why. Because you guys had this sweetness here with sexual intimacy and being able to enjoy that or having it, okay? Maybe some type of new experience, and also self-love. But then this card came out right after. And this is what it says: money hungry manipulator, okay? It says you could have been dealing with someone like that. You could have been dealing with someone who adapts to everybody's personality, right? And you know, they'll adapt to everyone's energy, even though it's not their own. Now, again, I feel like maybe you could have done that in the past, not necessarily, but people who have come in here intentionally to take from you. Okay? This is the reason why I'm saying it's telling you to be true to yourself, because there could be people around who are like that. And some of y'all still have this person around. Not every Taurus, but some of y'all do. Okay? This whole, like, I'm only here because you got money. I'm only here because you're stable. I'm only here because I can get something for you. Because we already said that a lot of you guys are life path 6. Let's see what comes out here, 0 to 10. In your tarot. Thank you. Peace. You guys have the 6 of Swords, which literally talks about tranquility and peace. It says transition and insight. So I really like this. So if you guys have been having this internal conflict about, something going on with your family, your children, especially if you've been having arguments with your kids, this could be some type of peaceful resolutions with them. I'm only going back to the cards that I pulled. Maybe you guys have been having issues with having a child, and this has just been something that's just been just too much for you. You're going to get maybe a peaceful resolution in that sense. Maybe something will happen where now your soul is at ease. You can have a baby, or something that's going to happen there. You're going to be like, okay, I'm okay now. It could also, or some of you guys may have, I literally just thought about it. Maybe there was a baby that you didn't have. Maybe it was a baby that you didn't have, and you are now getting to the place where you can become at peace with the decision that you made. Okay? Because the only reason why I thought about that, because I looked at transitioned, right? Baby that you didn't have, or baby that isn't here. So either way, it's saying that there could be some type of peace that's going to come over you. If that's been something that you've been that's been bothering you for a while, then now you could be okay. Not saying okay, but you get what I'm saying. There's a breakthrough in that area of you finally finding peace in your life with that. Your perspective change about it, or someone helps you to see a better, a new perspective about that choice. This is going to be for 11 through 20 Taurus degree. And we know that this is for every Taurus, but this is for you guys today. 0 through 10, today I feel like today is going to be pretty mild. Intimacy there makes me feel like you're going to be a little bit more kept to yourself, even in the office. I don't see you guys talking as much, or you work at home. You just got this you guys got this weird, today just seems better than most. We got over hump day, and to me, I just feel like you guys are okay. It's closer to the weekend, and today feels like it's going to be not as stressful. Okay, 0 to 10, that's what I'm getting. Let's get 11 through 20, Taurus sun degree. One at a time, please. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Wow. I don't even know I didn't even realize this got stuck together. You got these two coming out here? Okay. So I will say today is going to, and this is really good with this whole career success thing, because of course this is for every Taurus, but I feel like you're focusing on improving something today. This could be doing some type of business meeting or getting paperwork done, something like that, because it says career success. Maybe something that you signed, you're going to get the answer about it today, or today could also be you get a phone call that someone decides to, pick you up as their associate or something like that. Regardless, I feel like that's going to happen, even if it doesn't happen today. That's what I see. It also talks about something that you do actually gives you purpose. You enjoy what you do. You like the money that comes with your work and career. You like what you're doing, and you like the money. Now, I don't know why I feel like this is entrepreneurship for some of you guys, where you've been trying to get out of some type of ditch, or something that you guys have been needing to know. There is something that's going to start happening for you when it comes down to your career, that sense. Something like that. Something like that. It's if you have been really trying to get out there, and your business have been maybe slow or something like that, I see that there's about to be like a momentum thing. It's going to start like a locomotive. I see the wheels moving. And it says some of y'all are retired. It literally says that a lot of you guys could have been retired now. You're retiring and you did such a great job. Now you can lay back and enjoy life and not worry about working. So I had to say that because, I have a few of you guys in the comment section like, well, I don't know, we're older, we're not. Okay. So that is there with retirement. But if it's not dealing with that, like I said, I totally see that with 11 and 20 that you guys are doing something amazing. I mean, something really good that's about to happen, but you are doing it today. And you may be just like, I'm just working. I'm just working. There's nothing special. And I'm telling you, something that you are doing is going to change here. I don't know if you're going to get a promotion. I don't know. Like I said before, I don't know if your business is going to start booming, if you're going to go viral. I don't know. You just think that it's just a normal day. And there is going to be some success that's going to come from what you're doing. You also have here burning karma. Okay. And it says burning off past bad karma. Now for you, that could be maybe something that you've done or something that you put up with. Okay. We actually said it earlier. Some things that you may need peace about, peace with your children, peace with other connections, something like that. That's over with. Because when you look at this, it's like that is behind you now. All right. And this is not going to be something that you have to constantly keep reliving over and over again. This is going to be it. Okay. Here it says this is a step towards your soul's freedom, which is really good, and advancing towards your true potential. So, again, these two cards are kind of like ringing. It's, it's loud. It's basically saying that you're not going to be at a place of questioning yourself when it comes down to your future. I just don't see it. Now, you could have been, right? Maybe it was like, well, I don't think that I'm good enough when it comes down to being the best at what I do. Or you convince yourself that because you haven't advanced. But I'm telling you, there's too much advancement here. I love the fact that it literally says advancing towards what you're able to do with your working career. But let's also talk about this with connections. Right? So we also have to liken that to you guys, seeing through the lies and deceptions of people. And obviously some of you guys feel lied to when you've been in relationships and connections that didn't necessarily work out for you. And when it says burn, there is no coming back from that. And that means karmic connections that you were supposed to be in for whatever reason, for whatever lesson, over, done. There's a perspective change with everybody here, but again, this is like you're not seeing relationships the same anymore. Okay? 11 through 20. A lot of career success. She got a red cape on, so something is about to go down for y'all pretty soon. That part I can tell you. You have the 3 of Wands. There you go. That's expansion, honey. That's expansion. Everything is in harmony with that one card, career success. Everything is in harmony with that. Everything. Here it says your foresight and your explorative nature, meaning being able to explore, exploration. Okay? It's not even staying where you are. Okay, if you see her, she's like looking out towards the world. She's looking out towards the city. I see that it's not even just career. I don't know why I feel like you guys are able to like get a bigger place. You're able to travel and see things that you've never been able to see. Like, I don't know if you guys have been dreaming about that, visualizing about that, but this looks really good. But again, today, 3 of Wands talks about waiting. While you wait, be at peace with yourself and heal. We saw that card that came out earlier that said, be mindful of the little things that you have while you're waiting for the major things to come. And maybe for you, that's what you needed to know. Okay? Let's go ahead. Let's get Taurus 21 through 29. Taurus 21 through 29. You have been down a very difficult road, and some of you guys are still in this place where you are still learning lessons, or you have learned lessons and it's been very difficult. And now there's you see how connections and community is there? I'm just now noticing, like, should I have paid attention like this? I usually don't do that. I usually don't. I mean, sometimes I do, but I didn't do that today. And I'm like, I should have done that. Because I've pretty much been saying it. We talked about home and family with babies. We talked about being mindful and being at peace with where you are right now, because expansion is coming. And then I just find it very interesting that connections and community is coming out here. That means you're around people a lot. There's people around you all the time, or it will be, meaning a lot of you guys are very much so into social media, or there's going to be a community-based, I guess, some type of invite, or you're going to be around people more, because some of y'all you like to be by yourself. Okay, so you hearing this is like, oh, no. But I'm seeing hands. I'm seeing people everywhere with y'all. 21 through 29, there's people everywhere. You even had playfulness at the bottom of the deck. This is nothing what you've been used to. This whole lone wolf thing that you've been doing. Universe is like, yeah, you're gonna have to get out of that. And you may be the main one that's afraid of actually like stepping out there and being around people. And again, it could be networking. It could be social media, meaning, you know, what you may be doing on social media, or anything that deals with like a community or connecting with people. It doesn't even have to be a scary thing. I'm not saying that you have to walk up and, you know, shake somebody's hand. I get it. That part could be a little intimidating. But overall, you guys are going to be the people who are going to be making a difference inside of some type of community. Here it says community contribution, standing up for the rights of others, and deeply caring for social issues. But if we look at this in a broad spectrum, again, this is like you are definitely involved with other people at this time. No matter what it is that you're doing, you're going to be involved with a lot of people at this time. Okay? So today there could be some type of group effort with your job. Maybe maybe you have to go help another place. Maybe they're going to ask you to help someone out, or another office. This could also be if you have your own business. Maybe you may have like a community event, okay, and say, you know, hey, this is my business, and you guys can come to it. And I think we actually had something like that in my area, where all the small businesses, even if they didn't have like a standalone place, like they have like these fairs where they have tents and stuff. So I feel like this will be a good place for the entrepreneurs to actually like think about where they can advertise and be around the people amongst their community. But either way, y'all can forget about being by yourself. Not with this reading. I'm not seeing that at all. And it could be a million other ways that you guys are going to be around other people, but you might as well get that out of your head. Being in solitude, talking about, oh, you're a loner. I don't really go around a lot of people. And I've actually had to tell people, some of you Tauruses, that I'm like, you guys need to get out the house. Get out more. You know? And I see that you're doing it. This is for 21 through 29. I'm so proud of y'all. Just due to that, because it's like, wow, this is scary for you, but you're putting this in motion. Look, it literally says balance and harmony. Remember the card that talked about with connections? It said earlier how you will be finding people who you'll be fostering real connections with. I don't know who these people are. And it's nothing to even feel like, you know, icky. Like, I don't want to be around people because these people are weird. No, you're not going to even be feeling like that. You obviously are okay with being around these people. It could be people that it's like if you had family and then your family has friends and they've been friends forever. It could be something like that. The universe is going to make it where you guys are comfortable with who these people are. It's not going to be just somebody just going to be thrown in your lap, because especially if you're an adult, you already know how that works. You just don't be friends with people like that. You may be like, they're my associates, or I know them, but they're not really anybody that I can call meaningful friendships. Like the universe is making something happen where you're like okay with these people that you are becoming friends with, that you are connecting with. And we have to talk about it, because this is dealing with work, career, and social life. But we also have to talk about with your love life. I know for a fact, just based on this card alone, that there's going to be somebody that you're going to connect with that you haven't talked to maybe in a while. They could live at a distance here. It's a possibility that they may live in a different state, or maybe that they moved. But it is someone that I feel that you have not talked to. And again, you are a little bit, your guard is down because you know them. So this could have been years ago. You haven't talked to them. It could have been, maybe it's been some months. But I do see someone that's more so familiar for those in a romantic connection. Okay? Because this card clearly says renewal. Quest is making me feel like maybe they moved, or maybe you moved. Okay? But this is also making me feel that you guys are going to entertain them in some way here, 21 through 29. Now, let's go ahead and get your overall energy for everyone before we get up out of here. This is for Taurus. I don't know why I'm literally just now getting, I had so many cards, y'all. I told y'all, I literally got a store. Ooh, you even had Circle of Friends. That is crazy. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? I'm not even reading this. There's the hands again. This is support. I don't care how you look at it. There's people who are supporting you, or it will be people who are going to be supporting you. This is for every Taurus. Again, everything that we read is for every Taurus. It's just what that group need to know today. Because this same thing that came out for 0 to 10 could come out for 21 to 29 tomorrow. But it's what you guys need to be, what you need to be mindful of today. That's all. This is the card that came out, though. Decisions. Today, try not to make any bad decisions. That's all. That's all. You guys had a really good reading. Very positive for the most part, right? Some things that, may have stemmed from the past or whatever. But it says limit what you do to people, or your time to things that are not going to be valuable to you. That is it. That is the only thing that they wanted to tell you today. Okay? Just be wise about what you invest in today, and we should be good to